You know when it come up to.
Fine.
It's going.
No,
Oh.
I don't. I'm not. I'm checking. Somebody.
Shoot.
Yeah, there you go.
Shalom, Yashala. We're going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Chakodash.
And double honors to our elder apostles and our elders at Great Millstone GMS. Peace and blessings to the elect, in whom, through the Spirit, we hope to edify with this live. All right, this is the GMS Houston camp. And again, as you see, things are not changing for the so-called better. Okay, things are, as we say, progressively getting worse. Okay, we still in the red down here in Houston, Texas. Okay, the numbers of the so-called numbers are climbing. Behind the COVID-19. Okay, and now here in Houston, if you fail to wear your mask, you will be fined $250. They are enforcing a $250 fine for all of those that fail to comply with the ordinances, starting with the wearing of the mask, okay, which is all mind control, okay. This is no more than Esau's witchcraft, because we're getting closer to him coming with his new world order. All right, they're gonna implement the chip here real soon. What was that football team?
The Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions. Yeah, they are requiring him to wear microchips, okay, in order to trace who they had been around, okay, just in case, someone may contact COVID with the COVID tracing, okay? And again, this is all part of this man's New World Order. That's what we're moving towards, okay? To the mark of the beast being fully implemented, because something has to be done, because these people want to go back to a so-called normal life, okay? And they're willing to implant a chip. Even the ones that say that they don't, or they refuse to take that chip, in that day, they're going to willingly take that chip. A lot of them is going to take it. Now, you will still have ones that resist, okay? But after watching a few people pine away, starve to death, okay, then they're going to be more than happy to take that chip, because a man that's hungry will do some strange things to get some bread inside of his gullet, okay?
Right.
You got something?
It's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath,
That's right.
because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Mm-hmm. You want to speak on it?
Oh, just everything the brother was speaking on, man. All right, we getting closer to the end of this thing, and Esau already knows this. It's coming to the time, due to the prophecies, that his kingdom is coming to an end, man. And he got a short time, so he got to come with a multitude of wickedness and his wrath, man.
Yep.
All right, and all leading up to the point of him putting himself at the pinnacle of that God complex by implementing the mark of the beast.
That's right. Which is, something we was talking about. I talked to this brother, and I was telling him I was putting together a lesson based off of, I had watched the Elder Yashawamba, and he, in his lesson, like in the beginning of it, he had made the statement that the focus is prophecy, okay? The focus now is prophecy. Like Elder Apostle always teased, Jake want to know what kind of sandals King David wore.
Right, or did
Who was it?
Adam
Adam and Eve have belly
Oh,
buttons.
yes. Yes, that was an actual question posed to us on the streets of the back. Jake came up and wanted to, since Adam and Eve was the first people, did they have belly buttons? First of all, Adam and Eve wasn't the first people.
Right.
But that's part of Christian doctrine. It was Adam and Eve. So you telling me who was Cain and Abel's wives?
Right.
Okay? So come on, man. But that's, just bringing that up because Jacob asked questions that are very unnecessary. With all of the stuff that's going on, okay, what manner of persons ought we to be? We ought to be getting into these prophecies, man. You got it, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. This is John,
Right.
the apostle John. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
Yes.
Worship the Most High,
Yes.
for the testimony of Yahushua is a spirit of prophecy. And the scriptures is the testimony of our Lord Yahushua. You know, the proof. Okay, because what do you use a testimony for?
Exactly.
As proof for something, right?
Yep. When you go to court,
Right.
you bring in witnesses. They give a testimony. Well, this is the account that took
Right.
place, on such and such day, such and such date. Okay? They are brought in to tell what happened, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Give an account.
Yep. So this is our Lord's Yahushua. This is his account of everything. Wisdom,
Yes.
knowledge, and understanding, which is based upon prophecy.
Yes.
And you can go to any book in the scriptures. You'll find prophecy within those books. Go to Genesis, you can go to Exodus. And I'm thinking of certain prophecies off the top of my head. Every book there's a prophecy up in there.
Yes.
All through this apocrypha, which is a part of the scriptures, prophecies.
Yeah, so
You had something real quick? If not, somebody get 1 Corinthians 14 and 37.
Yes, sir.
So just to back real quick,
You got
back that brother up on the testimony of the Lord. This is 2 Timothy chapter 1 and 8. It says, be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High power, man. Okay, and that's what we are, the men of the Lord are executing that and showing that through the Spirit, man, by constantly teaching the word, that we're not ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, by coming out and constantly pushing the prophecies, all right, hastening the day for the kingdom of heaven to be established, man.
Yep.
While the rest of the, you got these jakes that just find out they Israel, gonna put some fringes on their shirt, and then, but when it comes time to teach, push this word, they don't want to have nothing to do with it, because they ashamed of how they gonna look, what the people gonna perceive them as if they come out pushing these prophecies, man.
And a lot of those guys, they just this is like a fad.
Correct.
Oh, I found out I'm an Israelite. That's the thing to do now. I remember
Right.
my ex-wife telling me about one of her homegirls, her brothers. Oh, they became Hebrew Israelites now. Like they joined the Boy Scouts.
Right.
They done joined into an organization that was established by men. Really, we are Hebrew Israelites by blood. Okay, this is our heritage. This is who we are. This is not something we made up. Okay, this is who we are. Okay, so we don't just. You do recognize that you are a Hebrew Israelite. That's brought back to your remembrance. But it's to bring it back to let you know that's who you are, not something you go join, man.
They don't count the cost, because the scripture first off, Paul said, nor of me his prisoner. All right, we are prisoners unto Yahushua. Then it said, but be thou partaker of the afflictions, and that's what Jake is running from.
Yeah.
The afflictions that come with pushing this gospel.
Yeah, Jake don't want to be fools for the Lord's sake.
Right, but they'll listen to. You have a lot of guys that watch the videos, and they amped up watching the videos, or they may go out and watch brothers speak, but that's where it stops at.
Right.
For them, that's where it stops at for them type of guys.
Yeah. Many are called, few are chosen.
Hey, I want to make a quick, if you don't mind, make a quick point going into that word testimony. It in Revelation 19 and 10. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let Esau give this pronunciation. So yeah, I'm gonna let Esau say it. Oh, never mind. I got the doggone volume down.
Marturia.
Yeah, Marturia. And it goes back to G30 3141, and one of the definitions there says record or report,
Mm-hmm.
and then it also goes into evidence given. So this record is the evidence, all right, that this truth is this is the truth,
Yes.
and it's based upon prophecy. It's the spirit of prophecy. You know?
Come on. What we had?
You wanna,
Yeah,
second
bring that
Corinthians?
first Corinthians, 14, I think it's
And
37. Oh, and 1? You wanted that?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
14
You got
verse-
And 37.
37.
Oh, okay. 1 Corinthians 14, verse 37. If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord.
Man.
Yes. All these are commandments, okay? Go ahead,
But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Yes.
Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy,
That's it.
and forbid not to speak with tongues.
Read that from the top one
Come
more
on.
time,
Verse 37.
Yes.
Come on. 1 Corinthians 14, verse 37. If any man think himself to be a prophet
Mm-hmm.
or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord.
So, what's being said is a commandment.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Right. If you don't want to obey what this word tell you to do, these commandments, then don't. You know, be ignorant of it. It ain't like you're not hearing it, but you ignoring it. Okay? Go ahead,
Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy.
Covet to prophesy. That's a commandment. It just said these are commandments. It's a
Right.
commandment to covet to prophesy. This is what we're supposed to be into.
Right, for us.
Yes. Yes.
I just throw that out there for the prophets,
Right.
or for the men that got the understanding of the scriptures. You supposed, because the word covenant means to long for,
Mm-hmm. Desire.
desire. Okay. You got it, right?
Come.
Add a little more. And forbid not to
Yeah.
speak with tongues.
Come.
No,
Read that one more time, Dr. Salah.
1 Corinthians 14, verse 39. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues.
Right. Covet to prophesy, man. You know, desire to prophesy. That's preaching, okay? Because a lot of cats, they don't even want this thing to end, man. You know?
Right.
Right.
They don't want, you got Jake that's talking about, there's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. That's because Jake don't want to go through nothing. We must enter in through the straight gate, man. This is not going to be no cakewalk into the kingdom.
Right.
We at the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble.
And just because you don't teach it, don't mean the prophecy.
It ain't gonna
come
happen.
to love.
Right.
Right.
Shit, it's written.
I got it.
Go
You got
ahead,
something?
Go. No, you got it.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 5
Mm-hmm.
and 6 and 7. 7 is the point. It says, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, and it started with, when Yahushua started off his ministry, he went and got Andrew, or Peter and his brother Andrew. We read about that in what, Matthew 3 and, what's that, 17?
4 and 17.
4 and 17, right? He said, I'm gonna, y'all fishers, but I'm gonna make you fishers of men, right? So he's telling the 12, he's commanding them to go fish.
Yes.
These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles and into any city of the Samaritans into ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and as ye go, preach.
Yes.
Or in other words, prophesy,
Yes.
okay? And saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So we're supposed to be talking about the kingdom that is coming.
Yes.
And what does that entail? That entails us talking about this current kingdom is about to go down. It's going down. It's gonna be destroyed. Y'all got something? I got.
Go ahead, bro. Because this is a book of prophecy.
Yes, sir.
Okay? This prophecy all the way from the beginning to the end.
Right.
Okay? So you must prophesy. And part of prophesying is telling what's going to happen. What's going to happen is not nothing good. Initially, it's going to be bad times is coming, man. Okay? All hell is getting ready to break loose as we see. People about to be evicted out on the streets. People is losing they ain't no job to go back to. Okay? Rent is due. It's months behind. That little stimulus that they in there so-called fighting over, man, if you can't see that's a circus
Right.
act, you just totally oblivious to what's going on.
And even if they do come work something out, cause they the deadline was supposed to be today, but I think that they passed or whatever. Or I really don't know if they still working out if they still in there so-called deciding on something for the day or if it's passed, but today was supposed to be the deadline.
Right.
And until, they
Till
get
they
it fixed.
convene because they're gonna convene for a month.
Yeah, they
Right.
It'll be like
Yeah.
September
Right,
17th
exactly.
if they don't get it done.
Right, and then you got Donald Trump say, well, fuck it, he just gonna take it into his own hands and put out an executive order to, extend unemployment and give people eviction protection and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if all that do come and it's a little easement for a minute, so what?
Right.
The scriptures covered that when they say peace and safety.
Right.
Just comes sudden destruction, man.
Yeah.
People are so far in the hole right now and doing so bad.
Yes.
That really ain't gonna do shit. That's what I believe anyway. Where was y'all at? So like,
Yeah,
that
it
brother
wasn't
had
that precept.
I got
This is going to prophecy. This First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. I'm gonna start at verse 18 and read down to 20 to 20 and 20. It's saying that everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High, and of Mashiach Yahushua concerning you. Quench not the spirit, and despise not prophecy.
That's right. Read that one more time. I'll take your time.
Okay.
Shit, it's all good.
First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, verse 18. He saying everything give thanks,
Yes.
for this is the will of the Most High, and Hamashiach Yahushua concerning you.
Yeah. Everything.
Right.
Even the hell we go through, we supposed to take cheerfully.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, we know this truth. We know that there's a victory already won.
Right.
Okay?
Like the apostle boy titled the lesson he did. The game is fixed. It's rigged.
Yes,
Right,
right.
yeah.
It's set up.
Right. We already got the win.
Yeah.
Ultimately, hopefully we have the elect, but Israel got the win. And Esau, you lose.
Yeah, you lose. We know the outcome. It's set. It's set in stone.
Yeah, we got the cheat code. Well, we don't got we got the cheat code. We
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen already.
Mhm. The Most High gave it to certain men privilege.
Right.
Not everybody know what's they don't know.
Yeah, the code to the scripture.
Yeah.
That's that understanding.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, like them bookies, they be when they fix the game, which is certain people know it's fixed. Hey man, you could put all your money on this thing, and that's what we do. We putting all our faith on Yahushua.
That's right. Yeah, man. We won, man. It's a win. So we take all this stuff. We happy to see what's going on in this world right now, man. This is exciting. You see all the things that are happening. That man, what they had, the hurricane just came through, which was what? Hurricane what?
That was Isaiah.
Yes, it was Isaiah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Wasn't
He condemned the hell out of this place.
that's all just signs, man. Okay, we had the lightning strike, we had the the explosion in Beirut, okay, which they showing with that explosion, they talking about it was a fertilizer plant had blew up. They showed an infrared image of it. You could see a missile hitting it now. It's just distractions, man. Things are happening on a large scale. China pulled out of America. America pulled out of China. They closed down. It's everybody's getting where they need to be.
That gold that went up
2000.
to a historical
A record
world
high, yes. Yes. And that's because the dollar is garbage.
Exactly. That's exactly why.
Yep. So
Yeah.
even with this stimulus crap, because this brother talk about it all the time, you about to see hyperinflation, man. Okay?
Yes.
This is a good time.
So if you
That's
get that,
gonna blow
even if
people
people
mind.
getting those breaks, say people are getting those breaks through the stimulus package, right? All these extensions and shit. And say that in the midst of that, sometime hyperinflation happened. All that ain't gonna mean nothing. All those them little goodies that DJ Trump,
Yeah.
you know, and the government is giving out, you know, that's not gonna mean nothing, you know. You got it, bro.
Come on. Somebody bring that 2nd Esdras 15 and 1.
15:1.
Come on.
Con, this is 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
You see? The words of prophecy. Go tell Jake what the hell is about to happen.
Right.
And the Most High, you can go as far as to saying in other scriptures, whether they hear, whether they will forbear. It don't matter. Our job as a prophet is to prophesy.
Speak
As
unto
a
the
preacher, yes.
Right. I just gotta now bring out
Yes.
these precepts
Yeah, of course,
because I know
yes.
we about to get in this second Ezra. This about to
That snowball coming down. the
Hey,
road.
just real quick, when you was talking about like the hurricane and all the gold and everything happening, the California wildfires are still going.
Yeah.
So they just burned like 28,000 acres off. In
Earthquakes.
The fire. Right.
It's
Just to add that to the list of what.
now see, all the stuff that we talking about, all these things are what? Prophecy.
Mhm.
Covet to prophesy. Okay? Be concerned with going into these prophecies. The focus is prophecy right now,
Right.
man. We going out of here. Okay? We exiting out of here. Shit, for the last time.
Oh, it was a
I
little bit
can't.
more on
No, I
that.
got it.
It was just one more
Oh,
sentence.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Where it said, speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's it.
It ain't our words.
Right.
This is the word that the Heavenly Father, through the Spirit, through Yahweh Shai, through the Spirit, put into certain men's hearts, in their minds, to speak. Okay?
That's it.
We didn't do this on our own accord. You know, we say it all the time, and now one of us had in their mind, we would be doing this. I just say that. I ain't got to get to the specifics. Just doing what we're doing. No way. We all had, our minds were set on something totally different. But the Heavenly Father called us to do this work. And it's a blessing to know this truth. And it's something that's not to be taken lightly. You know, this is a very sacred, holy thing. Okay, this we could very well be those first fruits, man. You know, we just in a chain of darkness. That's all. We just trapped for right now, but we about to be back at our power and more, man. Okay.
Quick
Yes.
precept.
Real slack, real quick. You said something. You said that we might very well may be that first fruits. When you read in 2nd Ezra 15, the Most High is not suggesting him to do this. He's commanding him to do it, and then he followed up. He said, "I'm gonna put the words in your mouth, man." So whoever the men of the Lord are, they're gonna do what's commanded by the Heavenly Father, man.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Even though we don't know we set to do it to the end, but that's why we fighting. All right, to find mercy in the Most High's eye and to make it, man, and endure it.
Yep. The Most High directed men's steps. Ain't no such thing as free will.
Right.
Yeah, going back to that, with the scripture in 2 Ezra 15:1, at the end of that verse, say the Most High say he gonna put the words in our mouth. Okay, the prophets. He ain't putting the words in everybody's mouth.
Right.
Only the prophets.
That's right.
Amos 3:7.
Right.
For surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Ezekiel 3, starting at 1. Okay, eat this roll
Yep.
that I shall give you, then go to the house of Israel and speak my words. But real quick, you had made the statement, we didn't choose to do this. This
Right.
ain't something we just woke up and said, you know what, I'm gonna start prophesying today. No, it don't work like that.
Never heard the word prophesy before the truth.
That brother had brought out that 1 Corinthians right there in that same chapter
Yeah.
in verse 32. It say, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Right.
If you are a prophet, you ain't got no choice.
Yeah, you under the rule.
Yes. You got you gonna obey and you gonna
Exactly.
prophesy. It's
You
just
can't break outside of it.
yes.
St. John 15:16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. So we didn't do this by choice.
Right.
The Most High forced us, made us do it through his son.
Yep.
Y'all got some, whatever y'all got, I got some precepts.
Come on.
No, I was, if I may just
Yeah,
make a
go ahead,
quick
bro.
point on that 1 Corinthians 14 verse 32, it says, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. And this, is showing a reincarnation. Because those spirits are
Yeah.
back here today doing that, following that same lot, because they can't do nothing but do what their spirit commands them to do. What the Most High put in them to do, what he programmed them to do. Just like a Jake in the world, he's not in the world just by accident. He's always been, a 2/3. He's always been, contrary
Yeah.
to doing, following the law, statutes, and commandments. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
That's right.
So the spirits are subject, or how it says, and the spirits are subject. The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. That's why I think the brother had mentioned that not just anybody could do this.
Right.
No, because the Most High, prepared those spirits, and he had a purpose for them, and they're at it again today, man.
Like Jeremiah, the first chapter, he told Jeremiah, well, I know you that formed you in the womb.
Right.
Yeah,
get that.
Rashad.
While you getting there, just real quick, I remember this brother Yagadala said that, man, about 8 or 9 years ago when we was on Dallas and Maine. He had brought that up. That was the first time I'd ever heard that. Because he said, I don't know who I was in my past carnation. I don't know where I lived or none of that. But one thing I do know, whoever I was or wherever I was doing this because it's in you to do.
Yeah.
If you prophesying today, you were prophesying back then, like the brother's been saying, That was heavy to me. That stuck to me. It's like, dang. So this is something that if we those prophets, those men, we've always been this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want that, Jeremiah?
Yeah, 1 and 5.
Come on. This is Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Right. Just like we read in, St. John 15:16. This thing was ordained. What's happening with the men that got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures were ordained to get that and to go out and prophesy.
Yep.
I actually got that definition for
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
online etymology for the word ordained, which is a verb. It say from the 13th century, ordainin. It says to appoint or admit to the ministry of the church, also to decree and act from stem of Old French ordinaire, place in order, arrange, prepare, consecrate. Man, I say consecrate, man. We bid into the marriage. Man.
Yes.
It says designate. Jump down, says Latin ordinaire. It says put in order, arrange, dispose, appoint.
Right. And just like the prophet Jeremiah, that applied to all the prophets. With the Most High told Jeremiah, before you came out the womb, you know, before you was formed, even formed in the belly.
Yep.
You know, he say, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet. You see?
Even
So
before
you
his
can't
flesh started to form,
Yeah.
his spirit was already that.
Right.
The Most High had made his spirit to be that. He programmed his spirit. His spirit was gonna be. It was a prophet spirit before his flesh even started to form in his mother's womb, man. Before
Right.
the seed got to the egg, that spirit was already a prophet.
Right.
Before his skin and everything started coming together inside the womb, he was already a prophet because that was his spirit to be a prophet.
Right. I had something on that to add to that Jeremiah, because as a prophet, it's consequences that come with us not prophesying or not warning you. I mean, if you're not doing what you're told to do as a prophet, it's a consequence that come with that. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just what it is. This is Ezekiel 3:17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth," in other words, his words, not ours, like the brother said, "and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." So if we don't warn you, your blood is on our hands and shit. We don't want your blood on our hands. So we gonna do what we gotta do to get that off, which is speak these prophecies and tell you the judgment that's coming, good, bad, or well, wherever you fall, or wherever the judgment fall on you, that's on you. Our job is just to get your blood off our hands and to speak those things before they come as a prophet, you know. And it goes on to say, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die." You still gonna die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Now your blood ain't on our hands no more. We ain't held accountable for that,
Right.
for not warning you. And it wasn't a suggestion when he said, "I made you a watchman." So if you get time, if you have a chance, if you don't mind, could you go tell him from me, this is what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, if you want to. It ain't that.
Right.
This was a commandment, like the brother just said. We commanded to do this, man. So, and it is what it is. And you can either heed the warning or you ain't got to heed.
Yeah.
Whether you hear or forbear ain't up to us. Our job is to tell you.
Yeah.
So,
And just like the Most High put the spirit on the men to prophesy, he put the opposite spirit on the ones who's going to rebel against his commandments.
come.
Right. Just like these pro athletes or these boxers, they always been like, you know, they could have been them gladiators and
Right.
top, some of the top warriors maybe in Israel, you know.
Yep. Because everybody come back into their life.
Right, right.
You know?
Like I believe they don't I forget, I don't know if it was the Apostle Boy or certain brothers said they believe that Mozart is Prince, or Prince came back.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you like a great musician, that was something you always.
Was it Mozart or Amadeus? Or is that
I
the
think he
same?
said it was
Is
Mozart.
Mozart?
You
Oh,
know what I'm
okay.
saying, Mozart.
Yeah, just to make that point, you know. Yeah, I got some. I got
Because that brother that brought that scripture out, it basically says the same thing in the book of Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But you can go ahead with what you got.
All right, this is 1 Corinthians 14:1, it says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts. Another word for desire is covet, like
Yep.
we read in the same chapter. What was that verse? The
37.
39th verse.
Oh,
So it say covet to prophesy. So read it again. It says follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, because there's many gifts in that one can possess in this truth. You know. It says, but rather that ye may prophesy. So out of all those gifts, the one that you really supposed to
Right.
covet after is the to prophesy. It says, for he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh unto men. Speaketh not unto men, but unto the Most High. For no man understandeth him. Howbeit, in the spirit he speaketh mysteries. But he that prophesied speaketh unto men to edification.
Yes.
That's what prophecy does. Prophecy has a big part to do with us being edified. It says an exhortation and comfort, and it lifts you up, encourages you in the spirit, and prophecy comforts us.
Yes.
You know, to know that
Yes.
we know all these things are gonna come to pass, and ultimately we're gonna have the kingdom, living in righteousness. You know, with all the things that Jake want on this side. Jake want the money, the cars,
Yeah. The
the
fame.
clothes, and the they want hoes. We want women.
Yes.
You know, we
Yes.
don't want hoes. You know, and that's true. Jake, you look at Jake. Jake is proud to flaunt that woman that's a whore.
Yes.
You know, like that dude. What's the dude name from the Migos? That's with Cardi, not Cardi B. They Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Offset.
Yeah.
One of them dudes from the Migos. He with Cardi B, and he proud of her. She's a hoe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing
She's
it out there.
admitted to being a whore.
Yeah.
All the men that was with Kim Kardashian.
Shit, Jay-Z, his wife is a hoe.
Come on.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
But
but
this
it's-
man gonna send you out.
The
Because
beehive
that's what's
is
promoted. You know, your woman is out on, and everybody can see her.
Get some greed.
She half naked all the time. Then what's that promoting? Let me continue. It says, it's the last verse. This is 1 Corinthians 14:4. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself, but he that prophesied edified the church.
Yep.
So prophecy, you know, edified. And what does edify mean? To build.
Yep.
It builds you up. You know, that was something that really, when we all came into this truth, you know, hearing those words, the prophecy was the thing that really was helping us get built up.
Hell yes.
Like, for example, Deuteronomy 28:68. That's prophecy.
Yep.
You know, yeah, it's passed already, but that was, when it was written, it was for it to come.
Right.
You know?
You know, hey, and to add on to that, to know the prophecy of this wicked kingdom going down,
Yes.
man, and it's
Come.
a way out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
The prophecy is telling us the way out. There's no other way out but through this truth. And it's comforting to know these things. Okay?
Yes.
Shit, that's what sets you, that's what make you free. Okay? Our minds, we know the end to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We know it's a win already. That's the prophecy, man. Okay?
And you doing the things that comfort you as well, knowing you doing the things that's required to receive that reward, man.
Yep. Yep. Doing what's commanded. Y'all had something?
I got something.
Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 39:1, it says, "He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient,
Yes.
and be occupied in prophecies. So the scriptures tell us, you know, to get this wisdom, we gotta, you know, get into all these the law, you know. We gotta meditate on that, and we gotta be occupied in the prophecies,
Yes.
you know.
Can you look that word occupy up? To see what it means to be occupied.
Google it.
Can I bring this up?
Yeah, go ahead.
From this, 2 Peter, 1 verse 20, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spoke as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. And the reason I bring that out is because this kept getting mentioned that we didn't wake up, you know, one day and just said, I'm gonna be a prophet. The same with the prophets of old. They were called to preach this word, and all that is written is by the will of the Most High, man.
Yeah.
So what is written as prophecy is not of men. That's why it's happening. If it was of men, it wouldn't have came to pass.
Yeah.
Right.
You see, so what is happening and what is written in the scriptures is the will of the Most High, and that's a for sure that we're living in the times that the Most High is visiting this world, man. Based on the fact that the prophecies are coming to pass, man.
Yeah, that's right. Because the prophecies gotta pass
Right.
for the end to come.
Right.
You know?
Come.
Oh yeah.
And this was going to prophecy. This Revelation, the 1st chapter, and verse 3. He say, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the word of this prophecy, and keep those things which written therein,
Yeah.
for the time is now at hand."
Yeah.
One more time, Baba Bashar.
Revelation, the 1st chapter, verse 3. "Blessed is he that readeth."
So this is about blessed, being blessed, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he that
If you do these things.
Yes.
Go ahead, huh?
and they that hear the word of this prophecy.
Yeah, you blessed if you read and hear the words of the prophecy. You see, blessed is he.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's talking about the prophecies of the book of Revelation and all the prophecies, you know, in the scriptures. And Revelation is off the chain when
Yeah.
it comes to prophecies.
The revealing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Revealing what? What's gonna happen?
Final visions given.
Go ahead. Okay.
And keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
That's it. And keeping the things that are written. Okay. All this prophesying is a commandment, you know. And I wanted to make a point. The brother had said something, you know, because brother was going into, you know, with the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Okay. So even like Jonah, he didn't want to do it. He took off. But he ended up doing it, huh?
That's it.
Because it's whatever the Most High will. Who was that? Jeremiah was saying he was too young. No,
Right. No, Jeremiah.
yeah, the Most High like, nah. I'm telling you what you gonna do. You gonna do it. It is not there's no choice. You know, it's the Most High's will. You know,
The man is going to the will of the Most High.
that's right. That's right. Shit. What we had? That second Esdras. Oh yeah, occupied too. Come on, bring that
So
out.
this online etymology again for the word occupy from mid 14th century, occupin. It says to take possession of and retain or keep, also to take up space or room or
Yes.
time, employ someone. Irregularly borrowed from Old French, occuper. It says occupy a place, a person or place, hold, seize. It says take over, seize, take into possession, and this is from al meaning over, and compare means to grab or seize.
So occupying prophecy, get into it,
Mm-hmm.
take up that space.
Take hold on it.
Yeah, grab that thing. and go. You know, we commanded to. You know, and what's going on right now ain't nothing but prophecy, man.
Right.
Okay, this the year of prophecy. Okay,
Come on.
the Spirit got on the elder apostle to coin this year 2020 the year of prophecy, and man, it started off with a bang. It started off with a bang. Soon as 2020 hit, it was a roll. It was
Yeah, heavy bang.
yes. It's been a crazy ride.
Then ain't let up yet.
Yeah.
A little more
See?
like she bang.
Yeah, that comfort, we know what's going on. These people out in the world is bugging out. Like we was talking before the show, that news breakout, man, that thing stay going off
Man.
all night.
In every city.
Yes,
Right.
and we only getting the Houston news.
Right.
It's murders around the clock. Bank right, some cat just hit this bank right up here. This the second time he done hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and got away. Everybody got a mask
The
on.
light blue bandit or whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
All kind, and Jake is out here acting a fool.
Yeah.
But this is all prophecy. Matter of fact, let's get
I had a quick
Oh,
one,
go
because you
ahead.
were talking about hope.
That's a lock it. Before you get that, just going with that word occupy with Habakkuk, what did it say? It said, it broke down to grab and take over off the field, take us up a space, man. But and that's what we did. We heard this word as in Habakkuk 2. It said that he may read it, that he may run and read it, man.
Yeah,
Right.
write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
yes. Matter of fact, yeah.
Habakkuk 2 and 2, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right, that prophecy is what's gonna get you on the bar. You're gonna like, oh
Yeah.
shit, we in the last days.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
prophesied. That the
I feel
last days gonna come. And we living in it. The last days started with our Lord Yahushua when he
Right.
came on the scene. But we in the last seconds, you know, of
Yes.
the end days. So now you say, oh shit, we can't sit back and watch. We gotta jump in this thing and take action, you know. Paul in 1 Corinthians the 9th chapter, he referred to being in this truth as a race. You know, which is what race to get to the kingdom.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know? And it's all based upon prophecy. You know?
You had something?
Connor?
Yeah, I had,
Go ahead.
this is Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right.
You know, and that's another thing that the prophecy offers us, like the brother was saying. It gives you hope, you know, because what we going through and what we gonna go through, that's just light afflictions of what's to come, you know. But I mean, we gotta go through it, but knowing what's to come later on
Right.
gives us hope, you know.
Yeah. And Jake want a way out of this shit. you
Right,
know?
yeah.
The
Shit.
scriptures say in Romans 11 and 7 about Israel seeking.
Right.
And seeking what? Seeking the truth. You know?
Come on.
And Jake really is trying to escape what's going on, escape this captivity, escape this oppression, you know? And a lot of times they end up Jake end up at a dead road, you know, a dead end, I mean, you know, because they don't find that way. That's why they resort to drugs and all this crazy type of shit, you know, thinking about killing themselves or killing
Yeah,
themselves,
come.
you know, because Esau is dropping the hammer on the people,
Right.
you know.
Jake
Did you want that up?
in misery.
At 11 and 7.
Con, you can bring it out. Con.
This is Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it,
Right.
and the rest were blinded.
Yeah, Jake, all Israel want to know what's going on. We want to figure this thing out. What's my purpose here on this earth? Okay. how's it everything gonna end up? And the only thing that gives us the answers is truth,
Mm-hmm.
which is only given to the elect. You know.
Yeah, and the verse 8 go into that. No matter how bad the rest of Israel wanted, y'all just want to hear it. You know, you know, you don't want to invest time and go through or learn or none of that. You just want it. But the Most High done fixed it where you ain't gonna get it. So no matter what's said to you, you still ain't gonna get it.
Pamphlet doctrine.
Yeah.
Right, and then some, you know, Jake is so bugged out. The nation Israel is so bugged out as a nation. You know, some you got Jakes that they don't want to hear nothing about the scriptures. Period.
Yeah.
You know, like them Jakes that's in the Egyptology and that Kemet madness. You know, and really, you know, nobody want to hear the truth of these scriptures except for the elect.
Yeah.
You know, or the hopeful elect.
Jake don't want to change their ways. Jake don't want to trim, you know, that wickedness away from what they, you know, they want to continue being wicked. They want to get out, but they don't want to stop being wicked though.
Right.
Right.
Like right here, right now, you know, Jake want this pandemic to be over with.
To why? So they can go back in the club and be with other men's wives and take
And
selfies.
Jake ain't waiting. Jake is doing it, bro. Right now. They, you know, it's supposed to be social distancing and all that, and certain clubs is opening up.
Right.
Opened up, and you know, they said, forget it. We ain't gonna wait till it's over. We gonna get out now. You know.
Yeah, house
But for this
parties.
thing to be all the way back how it used to be, that's what Jake want.
Right.
What was so great about it? This is a horrible existence
Yes.
for us. Like, man, being in this kingdom sucks. not being in the truth.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
what is there? What else is there? You know, if you're not in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, then there's nothing else beside it.
The congregation of the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Like you
nothing
say,
to go to leave this and to go back into the world. There's
Yeah.
nothing out there.
That's why the proverbs say the dog returned to his vomit.
Wow.
Because it's vomit, man.
Right.
Damn.
Going back into the world is what is compared to vomit.
And
Like-
you don't even want to see that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Vomit,
Not
you
even
don't
your
want to
own.
get that no more.
God, you don't even want to see your own vomit.
Hell no.
Exactly.
You don't want to smell it, nothing.
You
And
drunk
it's
as hell
stink.
in the toilet bowl. As you, shit, I know I have been in that situation. I'm flushing that as I ain't even in my right state of mind. Thinking about it in the you know times in the past.
So like you said, Jake don't want to hear this truth, man, because the truth hurts. Like the old saying goes, bro. But y'all think if you don't hear it, because the brother that brought this out minutes ago, if you don't hear it, you don't know nothing about it, it's just gonna quietly go away, and it ain't gonna even happen. You know, well if I don't believe it, and if I don't think about it, it ain't gonna happen. You know, out of sight, out of
But
mind.
it's popping Jake in their face.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Hell
right now.
yeah.
It's-
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I had a precept on there too.
But it's gonna come meet Jake. It's really it's about to get to the point, which it's happening right now, but it's about to intensify.
Yes.
It's about to just knock down people's doors
Yes.
and say, I'm here.
Yes.
Deal with it.
No
You know?
nothing to eat. No lights. No water.
Right.
No house.
Not a single
Nowhere to stay.
luxury.
Your car done got repo.
Yeah, and then
Right.
you're getting drug out to go to this camp. You're getting
Detention
drug out of your
centers.
house to go to
Yes.
Let's see if the
Rex
flat earth
84
matter.
camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be martial
Yeah.
law.
Did they have a belly button matter in that time?
Yeah. Let's see if Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Shit. Man, the time we're coming into is about to be, as the scriptures say, it's gonna be a time of truth. Matter of fact, let's get the book of Daniel 12.
From the top.
Yes, sir.
This is Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thine people.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall be a time of trouble.
Right. Which is what? This is like started from the beginning. At that time, the time of the end.
Yes.
The very end.
Yes.
right? And this is dealing with prophecy too.
Yes.
It
You
says,
got it,
says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the time, even to that same time, and at that time thine people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Yep. So read that one more time, my Bible.
From the top. Daniel 12 verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thine people.
Yep.
And there shall be a time of trouble,
Yes.
such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time.
Yes. Ultimately, this place is gonna be destroyed.
It's prophecy.
That, yeah. That alone, just knowing that should make you want to do right.
Right.
You know, for what's to come. And before it even get to that point, all of the things that's gonna be happening.
Yeah.
When they come with that chip, it's gonna be helter skelter. Okay? It's gonna be a point where it's gonna be a lawless society.
Right.
It's gonna be like the Wild Wild West out here, like that movie The Road. You know, it's gonna be dog eat dog, mano y mano, man. Okay, crazy days is coming.
Right. Like the book of Eli.
Yeah,
Amplified.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, and y'all already out there calling to do away with law enforcement. Y'all want to do away with all these police forces in these cities, but it's like the old saying, be careful what you ask for, because that day is coming.
Yeah.
And when that day get here, you gonna be wishing you could find a cop to get
Right.
the heat off your ass,
Right.
so to speak.
Ain't gonna be no paramedics. Ain't
Right.
gonna be no fire trucks to come out.
Exactly.
Right. You know, put out fires in that time.
It says, and at that time thine people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Right. So that one verse talk about two different things. It talk about great tribulation that had never been seen on this planet before, and deliverance.
Yes.
Because that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna come up out of all this chaos and turmoil and tribulation. It's gonna get to the point where we get delivered up out of here. The elect, the ones that's written in the book. You know.
And it specified that it was gonna that he was gonna stand for the children of our people.
Yep.
It ain't for everybody. The rest of these people gonna be left out here, while the Most High is gonna be protecting a certain amount of the nation of Israel.
I got a so like quick precept. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, it says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time,
Yep.
nor ever shall be." And I read verse 22, it says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You know, so we in the beginning stages of these times.
Great tribulation.
You know, that means salvation is not far away at all.
Right.
Romans 13 and 11.
Okay.
For now, you know, is our salvation near than when we believe. That knowing the times, you know, that now is our salvation near than when we believe. That's the spirit right here.
And how do we know the times? By the prophecies.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
You see all these things going
Yeah.
on, man.
And knowing the prophecies, you know,
Right.
you know what time we in. Our salvation is near than what we believe.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, can I say something? Due to these prophecies, man, something as simple as you seeing, it's like you seeing the spirit, that righteous vibration is going out, and people starting to believe and change up, man, getting off of that wicked vibration. Something as simple as, all these other people catching on to wearing the beads and certain the righteous wear, man. You seeing all different type of people on that vibration now, man. They're showing people they starting to get scared, man. Okay,
Hey,
shit.
people cleaning, a lot of people cleaning up their diet.
Yeah.
They just did with Israel.
Mm-hmm.
They learning that these foods is killing them. You know, the spirit of the beards is on the scene.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody rocking them beards.
Yes.
You know, that's-
T.I. with a beard. That's funny.
true.
Damn.
That's heavy. Like you said, they getting into the herbs and everything. Because I believe, I don't know if it was me and you had talked about this before. Once upon a time, you could go to Whole Foods or to the health food, and the stuff that you was looking for, shit, it was in abundance. You go in there now, man, shit.
Right.
Like we was talking earlier, it's hard to find cayenne pepper in them places now. man.
Well, yeah, or the good cayenne.
grade.
You know,
Yeah, the
right?
good, yeah.
They're specifying, and then the grade of personnel or employees in there and shit. I went into one Whole Food, it had Jacob in there with tattoos all over the place, stacking or stocking things in the health in the herb section. I said, man, what you know about this? In my mind, I'm like,
Yeah.
and I asked him a question about that cayenne pepper. He didn't know what I was talking about.
Man, a few months ago, you had a shortage on sea moss.
There's there ain't no, you can't find no colloidal silver in the Whole Food.
Last year before last, about this time, the shelves were stocked with all this stuff, man.
Yep.
You know?
Anybody had some?
Just real quick.
Okay.
This is Joel 2 verse 32, just to show that angel, Michael, he's being sent to to protect people. You know, it doesn't go specific in there, so I'm gonna just get this precept to show that people, there is a, the scriptures do have the Most High does have a people. It's not all included,
Right.
Not all nations could take part of that salvation. So this is Joel 2 verse 32, and it shall come to pass, showing you that this is, something that is gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is prophecy.
That's right.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh had said, and the remnant whom Yahweh shall call. You see, so the elect is going to get delivered. Not, it's talking about the nation Israel, but within that, it's even going specifically as to who the Most High is going to deliver, which is the elect. So not all Israel is going to be delivered.
That's
No,
right.
That's it.
Can we get 2nd Ezra 9 and 1?
Yes, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and starting at verse 1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
What was the signs? That was prophecies.
Right.
Wasn't crop circles.
Wow. Even the stuff that we seeing in the heavens,
Right.
it was prophesied to happen. Okay, we've been having comets coming through, Neowise.
Yep.
Okay,
Blood moon,
yes. Oh, just
eclipse.
yes, one after the next. This year just been a roller coaster ride, man. All these things are prophecies.
Right.
You
You'd
know,
have to sit down and just start going back, Googling and researching and to write down everything that had happened in this year.
yeah.
It wasn't just small things. It was things
No.
that was broadcasted throughout the globe, man. All right, it affected everybody, man.
Yes.
And then it was forgotten within a week or two because something else than
Yep.
what you was into.
Yep.
I believe that was the elder apostle Tahar said something like that about a month or two ago. Man, you damn near have to be unemployed sitting at home 24/7 to try to keep up with everything that's going on. It's just so much going on right now. It's almost impossible to keep up with everything.
You have to
You
be
know.
like Moxie News. that white dude with the long beard and the long hair, he got Mox News Report. It's not Fox, it's Mox. But that's all he do is just post what's been coming on the news all day long, all night long. I mean, you'd have to be somebody like that, man.
Right.
Constantly watching, world news. And ain't nobody got time for all of what's going on.
You had to have a team. Like, one person couldn't do it.
No.
You had to have a team. You know.
And like I just said, shit, something that happened this week, it's gonna be forgotten next week. Just like the bank robbery dude, like we was talking before the show, all the murders that been taking place just in this city, which is nationwide, because every camp that's in the city can say the same thing about murders and crime going on in their city. By next week, that'll be forgotten because that ain't the flavor of the month no more. Something new to them,
Yeah.
And you'll be like, damn, I forgot about, he killed like 4 people. That was just 2 weeks ago. That ain't news no more,
Shit.
You
had somebody as big as Kobe Bryant getting killed in a helicopter. That been
That's
gone. Been gone.
Right.
And you think of the scale of his fame. This is worldwide. Everybody knew who the hell this dude was. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And right now, people is talking about a whole Beirut getting leveled. Okay, what that's all about? COVID-19 ain't slowed down one bit. It's all it's not like the brother said. It's not little shit. This is big stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
The Most High is visiting this place, man.
No more riots and Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. That was all over the globe, man. You had nations, other
And
nations
it's
saying
still
that-
going on.
Yeah, but they not broadcast. Let's show you Esau. He just controls the narrative of what's going on.
Right.
Yeah,
Most
what
High
to put
is
your mind
controlling
on.
him. Okay,
Right.
focus on this right now. Okay,
Look.
here goes something else to focus on. Don't worry about all these other things that these men of the Lord talking about. The prophets of doom.
Right.
Right,
And then-
yeah. But ain't nothing but doom and gloom going on.
Right. When have you ever heard of a hurricane to hit in the Carolinas and maintain hurricane force all the way to Canada? Hurricanes hit in the Gulf, and like we was talking earlier, our family members would go to Tyler or Dallas, because by the time the hurricane make it that far, it's just rain. It ain't
Yeah.
no big.
Rain.
This shit done hit and kept that force all the way up to
Right.
Canada.
Angels. Yeah.
Come.
Yes.
Angels acting bad in the earth. In a good
Right,
way.
right.
Not acting bad, but
Right.
doing the most
Making
high.
bad
Yeah.
things happen.
Jake
Yeah.
know the difference between good, bad, and bad,
Yeah,
bad.
you gotta break it.
That'd be Esau bad.
Shit.
Oh my God, they're calling angels back.
And one of them commercial airlines had crashed today, I think, Indian.
Yeah,
Oh,
when they
yeah.
crash
Yeah,
landed,
come
yeah.
on.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of things going on.
16 people died.
Yeah, like
That's
100 and something in intensive care or critical condition. So it wasn't good. Shit, a plane crashed in some people's backyard about a week ago, one of them little planes, and killed a family.
Right.
Motherfucking planes just falling out the sky, man. All kind of shit is happening.
Planes just
Shit,
falling
yeah.
out the sky.
Just falling into people's barbecues and shit.
Right.
Trying to kill Tom Cruise.
Let's go back to that second Esdras 9.
No, who was reading?
Yeah, let me bring it out.
Abaya was reading.
Abaya.
Second. Yeah,
Salakia.
read for that, brother.
Okay. So back from the top.
Yeah, you can start at the top, man.
He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently, slacking, and in self.
That's right.
And when thou seest part of the sign pass,
Part of the signs. We seeing part of the signs. All of them ain't passed.
Boy.
Shit. But I tell you what, the scriptures say, the chip is here.
yeah,
The chip is here. And people are conditioned to roll with that. Society is set up for chip usage.
Yeah.
We scan to come in here. We had to wave a card over a code reader.
Had a big ass sanitation, looked like a big metal detector.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a sanitation booth. You
You
can
walk
walk
through.
through.
Yes, yeah.
It's not mandatory, but you had an option. But they make it look cool. People are seeing it a futuristic freaky future world Esau paint. Oh shit, okay, I can just walk through this sanitation booth.
And record it.
Yeah, on Instagram Live.
Damn.
Go ahead, Hawk.
He say, when thou seest the point of the sign pass, which I have told thee before.
Oh, that's not a sign.
Yeah.
For whom
It's,
the world told.
Verse 2, he say, then shall thou understand that it is the very same time therein the highest will begin to visit the world
That's
which
right.
he made.
That's right.
Mhm.
For in the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And again, that's them angels coming down here wreaking havoc, man. Okay? By that's what the Most High programmed them to do, man. That's him visiting the earth, because as the scriptures say, the Most High, he ain't gonna do nothing. He got subjects that do all his bid. Okay? So them angels is down here making for planes just to fall into somebody's backyard and kill the family. Man, that's some hell of a
How ironic.
yeah.
Like old boy in the storm, the hurricane that blew through, he was getting in his car. A tree limb fell on him and killed him sitting in his car.
Shit.
It's, you know.
That lightning strike in China, man, that was amazing. Yeah, that was amazing, man. Okay. Lightning been striking, what was it? Something in Washington, I think it was, not too long ago. I can't remember exactly what it was. Somebody could probably look it up, but lightning had struck one of these, you know, American monuments, so to
Was
say.
it the Lincoln Memorial?
Was that what it was?
I don't
I
know.
can't remember what it was, but lightning struck it. That's just another sign from the Heavenly Father, man. And that's them angels making them lightning bolts hit that shit, you know?
Throughout time, you didn't have a series of lightning bolts that was known to hit the Statue of Liberty.
Gone. Yeah, it's all a sign that this place is falling, okay?
Yeah, it say, I think on, June 7th, 2020, it says, the Washington Monument was, struck by a bolt of lightning during a severe weather storm, that hit the American Capitol on Thursday. Check it out.
See that?
The Washington, Monument, and what's that big, that long, tall obelisk?
Yeah.
Obelisk. You
Which
know?
is a phallus symbol,
In DC.
okay? And, cause you know, brothers had did lessons on that, man, you know? That's them angels pushing that lightning down, hitting your pride, Esau.
Right, supposed to be the capital of, basically, it's like the capital of America,
Yes,
so to speak.
yes.
The march, the call to go to war, what the Pentagon is in DC. They called a shot to go to war out of DC. You know?
And I can bring this
Yeah,
I just typed in on Google lightning strikes on Statue of Liberty. It said in the middle of a sudden dinner time monsoon, the clouds opened above her head, and she, the Statue of Liberty, was struck by lightning. Not one, not two, but 4 bolts of lightning hit her in dramatic, rapid succession. This was July 23rd, 2020.
I
Ain't
like
that
the way
so?
they say her, like she's
Yeah,
living.
like it's a real
It's
woman.
real. She's
Yeah,
real.
Liberty
That's
was
just
good.
their idols, man. You know?
It remind me of the scripture, he should be able to throw down.
Right.
Throw down.
Yeah, you build up, but I
I
would
like the
throw
way
it
down.
out.
it said the clouds opened.
Yeah, bet they did.
Chariots is getting active, man.
Yeah. And it been more sightings of chariots, more prophecy, man. All these things that's taking place is been prophesied to happen to let us know where we at in this biblical timeline, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
We
it
at the
says,
end.
so
Go ahead.
it says, see part of the signs
Yeah.
past. Because
Yeah.
that ain't all of them. You know,
Yeah,
some of y'all are bugging the hell out on what you see right now. Just see it. Just, hey, man, that old song, man, I bring that up a lot, man. That Bachman Turner Overdrive. You ain't seen nothing yet, Jack. You ain't
Come
seen
on.
nothing yet.
2 Timothy 3rd chapter, perilous time.
Right.
Yeah.
These last days.
Yep. Hey, that's what's coming. That's the prophecy. Okay.
It's dangerous out here.
Yeah, and it's getting worse. It's gonna get worse.
Mhm.
The Lord said that He is coming back to send fire. And what's that? Luke 12? Is it Luke 12 and 47?
1249.
Okay.
Check it. Yeah. It's ticking.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Luke 12:49. He say, I come to send fire on the earth.
Yes. So that's prophecy. Matthew 10 and 34.
Right.
He's coming to bring a sword. Okay, the Lord. Isaiah 63. Okay, who is this?
Right.
No, coming with dyed garments from Basra.
66 and 15, Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah 66:15.
That's not fun. What's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention that kill that Christian doctrine, man.
Yeah, that Jesus.
You know,
is
yeah,
coming.
because that Matthew 11 and 34, 10 and 34, think not that I've come to bring peace on the earth, but a sword.
Right.
You know, Jesus is supposed to be coming back bringing peace.
And tranquility.
Yeah, and brotherhood amongst all men, because we all created
Bunch
equally.
of Care Bear.
Yahweh ain't coming back like that, man.
Like the Easter bunny.
Yeah, Captain Planet.
Surfing on the rainbow cloud.
Right. See, that's Christian doctrine, man. And Jacob take that because that's easy.
Right,
Oh, see, because Jake don't want to go through nothing.
right.
But
Because
guess
in that,
what?
in the end, we all win. You know.
Right. And how is Yahweh coming back? He coming with on the chariot.
Yeah.
You know, he coming black. He coming with opening up
Yes.
lasers coming for that ass.
Yes.
Yeah, shoot first and
Yes.
ask questions later.
Right.
No question. Shit. Go ahead. I bring that out.
Luke,
Because the statement was made that it's gonna get worse, and then the Lord gonna get here.
Mm-hmm.
Then He gonna really drop the hammer. Okay,
Stay.
missiles is gonna drop on this place.
Go.
And Jake don't want that to happen. That's prophecy. Go ahead.
he said, I am,
God is coming to send fire on the earth.
and where will I, if it be already kindled?
But He's saying it's already gonna be fire on the earth.
Exactly.
Meaning it's gonna be a build up to that great day
Mm-hmm.
that's like no other day ever been.
That explosion it just happened in
Beirut.
Beirut. Okay, things like that is gonna be here on the amplified scale
Yes.
when Yahweh get here.
Yes.
Buildings on fire, cars flipping, turning on fire. You know?
Yeah.
People,
Yeah.
shit, running around on fire, all kind of shit.
It'll be norm. The norm is gonna be seeing dead bodies in the street.
And they've been airing War of the Worlds again.
Yeah, con. Yep.
Burning buildings, man. The complex I live in, there's a fire over there. Burned down the leasing office.
Yeah, how you gonna pay your rent?
God damn. Where we was at? Secondary. Yeah. Go ahead, bring it.
Starting 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He said, therefore, when it shall be seen, earthquake and uproars of the people,
And we definitely see that. Man, it been, I think it was like in 1 week there was 4 earthquakes just here in Texas, which ain't common,
Right.
you know? And you can't even keep up with earthquakes all day, okay? And as far as uproars of the people, we were just talking about the Black Lives Matter, okay? That's still going. The Yellow Vest protests never have stopped. That's like the longest ongoing protest there is. They protesting in China. It's protests and uproars of people all over the world because people are starting to be like, man, this is all, y'all treating us like shit, man.
Yeah.
Okay? We getting raw dog, man. You know? People are getting sick and tired of this. And with this COVID pandemic going on right now, this just adds fuel to the fire, man. Okay? This is making people go more nuts. You know? Not to mention Esau, like the brother had mentioned, controlling the narrative, making these people dance to his tune, you know. Go out and protest now, you know. Everything that these people are doing is just a reaction to what Esau done put in their head, man.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll say this just real quick, because like you talking about controlling the narrative, out here in Houston, the NBC affiliate is the Channel 2 News, and on the news broadcast, they have what they call a trust index, and you send in emails and questions, and then if it come up red, they lying. If it's yellow, they gotta check it out because it may or may not be true. But if it's green, it's true. You know, so they let you know what you can and can't trust going on with the mayor's office, what the governor said, and all that. They've taken it upon themselves to set up a truth index. So they'll say, well, the governor said this, and we go to the truth index to see how true it was. But how you gonna believe that? Because like the brothers, they control the narrative.
Yeah.
So whatever they want you to think is true, they gonna say it's true. And whatever they want you to think is a lie, they gonna say it's a lie.
Good.
But y'all are so, y'all so immersed into this shit that Esau got.
Yeah,
You
they
so
crazy.
brainwashed and controlled by what you see on that idiot box, aka the TV. You think just because it's on TV, it got to be true.
Yeah.
Whatever they say, go, bro.
It's always worked. Why would Esau change his
Why?
formula now? You know, it works just fine. You got people that still believe 9/11 was done by,
Right.
man, it's crazy.
Some Arabs with box cutters.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, shit.
Plastic
Yeah.
knife.
When we on the plane, all the rules change on the plane, Jack.
Right.
You pull out a box cutter, you gonna have to come on with it. Cause you not finna crash this plane. Shit.
I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit,
you
like
ain't
Lane.
Bane.
Shit. And walk shit on the ground. Go ahead,
It say, there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right. It's been, the prophecy's been there. You know, all the way from the beginning.
That's right. And you see uproars like this has never been seen. That's unprecedented. Okay, all these uproars around the world, it's
Mhm.
never been like this.
No. Everything is magnified.
Right.
And at this point, it's a lot of people that don't have nothing to lose.
Right.
And like, we always quote the saying, when you ain't got nothing to lose, you lose it. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, these people is about to lose their minds, man. Imagine not having nowhere to go. You about to be out on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hell of a feeling.
I know for
Yeah,
sure in
oh,
Texas
boy.
they ended that eviction protection.
Say it
Oh,
again.
I know
Yeah.
they ended that eviction protection. You got a lot of people who are just living on the thought of, okay, I got all these extensions, I ain't gotta pay this. That shit ain't going away. And when they come back to and it's time for you to pay all that shit, you ain't been paying your rent, light bill behind, car
Right.
note. They gonna come. Esau gonna come drop the hammer on all of it, man.
Right. And even if they do come with some extension on it, you know what I'm saying, you still gonna have to pay it when it's lifted. And you
Yeah.
know, you got, now they ain't, you know, you have to pay a lot of, it behoove you to try to make a payment somehow, some way now.
Yeah, stop buying TVs.
You know, because them payments, they not gonna just knock off
Yeah,
some of
it's
the
just gonna
payments.
go away.
Them payments is stacking
Add
up,
up. Yep.
you know.
And a lot of people is behind all the way from when this thing started, man. And shit,
They ran through all the money.
That bill ain't going nowhere.
Right.
That bill gotta get paid. Where we at?
Well, verse 5.
Yeah, bring that out too, Con.
It say, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and a ending, and the end is manifest.
Yes, everything got a beginning and an end. Okay? Read the last line.
Verse 6. Even so, the
No,
time-
verse 5. So like,
Oh, verse 5.
it's okay.
Oh, you say read the last?
Just read verse 5 one more time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's coming.
It say, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning
Mhm.
and a ending,
And in the end, that's right.
and the end is manifest.
That's right. And the end is manifest. We see it, man. Here it is. The end of this world.
Right. Just
Go, guy.
real quick,
Mhm.
2nd Ezra 6 and 9.
Mhm.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. And his world, his kingdom, is crumbling. It's ending.
Yeah, who's in rulership?
Right.
It's not the Arabs.
Yeah.
Man, Jake is crazy with that,
They
man.
love with Esau so much. They said, okay,
Right.
fuck this. It gotta be the Arabs.
Where the hell are we going? The Arabs got us in this shit. I mean, yeah, okay. They played a part in the slave trade. But whose hands did we end up in?
Who was funding it?
Who's running the world?
Right.
This thing is between Jacob and Esau,
Right.
okay? Who's at the bottom of the barrel and who's running things? A bunch of Arabs, they got their money, they shit is petrodollars. That's Esau shit. They tied in with the World
Yeah,
Banks.
wearing suits.
Who run that? Who run the World Banks?
Yeah, and the Arab is a mixture of nations.
Yes.
You know, them people that saying it's the Arabs. Well, Arab ain't just one group of people. You know,
Right.
you got Arabs is a mixture again.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Ishmael. The word Arab go back to the Hebrew word Arab, which means mixture. You know, you got Ishmael up in there. You got the Midianites, the sons of Keturah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You want to keep going to 2nd Ezra?
Oh, no, that was it on that. You had something, Mike? You had? Oh, I thought
No,
I had
I
something.
just brought that 2nd Ezra out.
Somebody bring out St. Matthew 24 and 12.
it's St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved."
Salakia, can you read
Yes.
12 one more time?
Yes, sir. Matthew 12 and 24. "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
That's right. And then iniquity is this place is saturated with iniquity.
Yes.
man.
Saturated. It's abounding in iniquity.
Yes. I mean, just, you can't walk out the house, man.
And the epicenter of iniquity is America.
Yes. Yes,
You
it
know,
is.
by the way,
Yeah.
if you didn't know.
Yeah, just in case. Who's sitting in here, if a commercial had came on TV, it's some kind of new pill that they got for HIV and AIDS.
Oh, man.
And you got a drag queen on there, two dudes sitting there, they lovers, and then it had the young Jake playing in the band, two little young Judites, they all on each other and shit. Like, man, this shit's fucking crazy world, man.
Right.
Promoting a pill to keep you from getting that. The reason why you got all this disease going through you because you performing abominable acts, man.
That's
Right.
it. And everybody supporting this Black Lives Matter. If you go on
They-
the website and you
shit.
go under About Me on the Black Lives Matter website, it tell you that they want to end the patriarch family structure and set up transvestite leaders and shit like that, man. All right, they letting you know right on the website that they want to take away the heterosexual patriarch meaning father out of the picture and set up trannies as leaders, man. All right, and homosexuals and lesbians, man. That's what the whole Black Lives Matter is about.
Right.
You know, man, just real quick, just popped in my head. When I was a kid, man, my grandmother used to watch soap operas all the time, bro. And she used to watch Days of Our Lives. And the other day I was flipping through the channels and I saw that thing, Days of Our Lives, and I was like, damn, this shit still come on. And as soon as it came on the screen, there was two Edomites. And just as it came on, he said, I thought we said we were going to be honest this time in our marriage, that we would not keep secrets from each other.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? And the first thing that came to my mind was, I wonder what that my grandparents' generation would think of this shit. But this is the norm now.
Yeah.
And if you don't roll with this, they say it's something wrong with you.
I mean, that's all interwoven in TV shows,
Right,
and
yes.
commercials, and
Modern
Cartoon.
family.
These
Yeah.
movies is
Oh,
completely
man.
I was
homosexual,
watching this
man.
show called, and I like the show. It's called Tiny House. They build these houses out of like trailer homes. Not like size of a small trailer home. I think it's 8 by 8 or something like that. 8 by 8 feet. Something now I think 8 feet wide and the length is longer than 8 feet. But anyway, it's small.
Yeah.
And you know, they get a backdrop on the situation behind the people wanting to build that particular house. And a gay couple got on there. And I just turned the station, I said, see, that fucked it up for me.
Right.
You know?
They got to
And it
incorporate
was-
that
it was
shit now.
normal.
Yes.
You know?
If they don't do that, then somehow they're being biased
Yeah.
to gay and lesbian LGBTQT community. Okay? Like the abominable acronym.
I mean, it's everywhere. You can't even get away from it.
Right.
It's
Go on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, they got a whole
yeah, they got
section,
sections for
category.
that shit.
The LGBTQT category on Netflix.
right. And on that free site you can download on your phone or wherever you can get it for free. Tubi,
Yeah,
Tubi.
Tubi TV.
they got a section on there with that.
That's iniquity abounding.
Right. That's one of the main. That's the main iniquity right there.
Right.
Homosexuality and lesbianism and all other manner of
Abomination.
abominations. What you gonna say, bro?
I don't want to kind of speak. Today I went to the gas station and this Jake had nails, man. And he was a cashier. Hit his nails done. I'm like,
Yeah,
it kind of tripped me out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? I'm like, damn, man.
yeah. That was
He hit that like,
bad,
that's
Jay.
wrong. He hit that like, that's wrong with
Same
his
shit.
nails,
Same
man.
shit happened to me
I was like,
in
oh,
Dallas.
shit.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
go to a restaurant.
Don't go to the men's section in the clothing store at the mall.
Yeah, shit
There's
like
gonna be a
that.
faggot in there working.
And not only that, man, but if it's Jake that's a punk,
He's a
he got to do the most, man. He ain't just a punk that's just gay. He got to be all, oh, you should have seen what happened the other day and blah blah, just extra shit, man.
Jay
Shut
Goldman
the
top.
fuck
Oh,
up, man.
another thing too is adultery. Adultery would have to be at an all-time high in the history
Right.
of mankind.
Mankind. Yes.
Right here in this America, that's where this is mainly happening at.
Ain't no consequence. for it.
America is set up to, it promotes breakups. If you're trying to have a successful relationship with a woman, or women, you trying to have a successful relationship with a man, in this God-forsaken place, it's not set up for you to succeed.
No.
It encourages failed relationships.
Yes.
Damn.
Try again.
Yeah, a couples therapist is making good money
Oh
constantly.
boy.
Marriage counselors. St. Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
You seeing that?
Yeah, you see that.
Definitely.
It's a doggy dog, like, it's a doggy dog world.
Yes.
Esau with his COVID madness and pushing that vibration with the mask, that's because it's a major separation in America
Yeah.
between people who don't want to abide
Yeah.
by the rules and who are the ones who fear it. They looking at you like you the problem now. Why the hell you ain't got no mask on?
Yeah, you, could you pull that over your nose?
Yeah.
Shit, Jake.
Yeah, and it's crazy. You go to
Jay?
a restaurant, you're like,
Oh, go ahead, I go ahead.
no, finish.
No, Jake be looking at you funny if your shit ain't right on your face. And Esau come tell you something. Shit, you could you fix that? Could you put your mask all the way right? Shit, yeah, they serious about that shit. But then you gotta, I done seen Edomites come in the store. Remember when we got that food and Esau came in there talking to the register? He came in there, he never had intention on putting on no fucking mask. And out there where I work, where all them Peckerwoods, in the sticks, they got a store. It say we still accept cash and wearing a mask is optional. Esau is letting you know, them backwoods crackers, they letting you know,
Right.
fuck you and your mask and your ordinances.
We got
Esau
guns.
is in their mind, this is their country and they
Right.
free. They don't have to do that shit.
Right.
You know? They still got some die hard, shit.
But them that do, bro, I stopped to use the bathroom at the pizza place in downtown last night, and I just ran in there. I didn't even think about that fucking mask. I went to the bathroom, and on my way out, I saw them Peckerwood standing. I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't put on the mask," and they were like, I'm
Especially
like,
if you black, cause
Yeah.
you
Yeah, you probably-
"Yeah, you
yeah.
gonna get us all sick, nigga."
Always you nigga.
You fucking niggas that started this shit.
Yeah. Look at
Go
him,
back
he's
to
doing
the
that on
fucking
purpose.
Black
He's trying to
Lives
get
Matter
us sick.
protest. G. Go ahead, Salaki. Matthew 24:13. Come on.
But he that shall endure in this time of love, of many wax that is
Yes.
wax cold,
Yes.
That's why that domestic violence is through the fucking roof.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's shit that ain't being. There's more things happening that ain't being reported than
Right.
that is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? All the killings and treacherous shit that's happening now, all of it ain't getting put on.
Hell no.
It can't. It's too much to be covered. They don't got enough anchormen and
Straight up.
fucking reporters to cover all this. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And the world is only gonna get colder.
Right.
You know, to the point the scriptures say up in second Ezra the 15th chapter, that for the lack of bread, people gonna be invading, your neighbor gonna
Straight
invade
up.
your house.
Right.
And put you to death to get your money, your food.
Complete
You know?
chaos is coming.
A slice of bread, in a bag of, in a can of beans is gonna be a buffet in that day.
Shit.
You know?
Yeah, like it said in Second Ezra, where it says a man shall desire to go into a city. They already got checkpoints up in New York and Jersey and stuff like that, letting you know this is what's coming, and that's only gonna pick up.
I mean, every time there's some state of emergency declared, they always set up checkpoints.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They can shut this thing down just like that.
Right.
Ain't no getting in or out. It's designed for that.
Yeah, they already
Yeah.
got the protocols and the code words to set it up.
Yeah, they say, after 9/11, when they came with the Patriot Act 2, they amplified everything as far as being able to shut down America within a minutes.
Yes. Ain't no ain't no escape.
Right, setting up checkpoints and all that type of stuff. They got that down pat to every I dotted and T crossed with there.
Yes.
Right. And then shit, to divert you niggas, like me and I was talking last night, shit, they don't have to have a physical a physical presence. Shit, all they need is two cones and a sign. Oh, we can't go this way, the road is closed. I mean, shit, you gonna stay where you at. If they don't want you to leave, you ain't going nowhere.
All by design.
Right. And then they setting up, like in Houston, before long, you ain't gonna be able to get on the freeway without paying a toll. So I can only imagine how they gonna set that toll system up as checking points. You use that to incorporate that in, to use that for checkpoints.
Yeah, because there's cameras. Once you
What
set
the
up
hell
a
you
toll,
gonna do when
You gotta
that
go
stick
through.
drop?
Yeah,
You gonna fly through that ball? They can just put barricade that thing up.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And
they
there's
can
people that rely on that system to navigate. Like they have to get on that to get where they going.
Mhm.
They already got a system set out and they go schedule and that
Right.
go hand in hand with they schedule. Yeah, that route to go hand in hand with they driving schedule.
Right.
You know.
No, I was saying that to show you that furthermore that they doing away with cash. There are no people working on those tolls anymore.
Right.
You know, you pass through where the cash is, you got the green light all the way. They just gonna send you the bill.
Right.
But there ain't
right.
no more throwing coins or dollar bills in the basket no more.
Yeah, that's,
You know.
some more in that same that.
Okay, keep going. Right. St. Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom
Here we go.
shall be preached.
Yes,
Or you can take the word preached out and put prophesied.
yes,
You see? In all the world for a witness unto all nations.
there go that witness again.
And then shall the end come.
Yep,
You see? So we know we in the end because
Yes.
that has happened. That has
Yes.
happened,
Right.
hands down. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
without a doubt.
You know? This word has went throughout the four corners of the
Yes.
earth onto all nations.
Yes, via the World Wide Web.
Right.
Right.
Okay, this can be seen anywhere in the world.
the water is.
That's right.
Yeah,
Instead of
the,
all
the
demise.
internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
The net that connects everybody.
Yes.
Interconnects
Yes.
everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, you can be, man, you can be anywhere in the world. You can be on the one side of the world, another person on the other side of the world, and you can look at them through these devices.
Yeah.
Right. We could
See
be
the
watched
face.
right now in Istanbul, Turkey somewhere.
Oh,
you know?
Beirut.
Check that out.
Right.
And we never thought it would get to this. You know, you would
Right.
never thought years ago that it
Man,
would be
straight
technology
up, bro.
would be to where you can not talk to somebody across
Yeah.
seas, but you can see their face.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
time.
It was amazing when the first camera phone came out. You can take a picture with this
Right.
damn device.
Let's go back to that Daniel,
That's it.
and we can end on that.
Come.
Want me to start from the top?
Mm,
Or you
Oh,
just
you
want me
just
to-
skip verse.
Okay, verse
the
2.
wisdom and knowledge
Uh-huh.
to and fro.
Verse 4.
Come on.
Okay. Daniel's 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Yep. And now it's opened up. We know this knowledge now. No. Go ahead,
Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Yep. Knowledge shall be increased. Knowledge, I forgot how fast they said knowledge is multiplying.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Right.
multiplying because all this information is out there. That
Yep.
World Wide Web is. That's
Right.
why Esau had said, what was it, J. Rockefeller? It was
Yeah.
a state
Mhm.
creating the internet. Yeah, too bad.
And they got it. And this devil did this, making it to where everybody can have afford a smartphone. He
Right.
did that with in intentions.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Obama phones, you gonna make sure you got a phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I have to say this. You know, it's easy to get the smartphone.
Right.
You know, you don't gotta make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You can make them have a minimum wage job.
You can be
And
homeless.
you can, yeah.
Shit.
You can get an old phone and just go get that phone turned, the old phone and get it turned on.
If you get food stamps, you can get a phone and service through AT&T for $15 a month.
They finance phone.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you on food stamps, you know Jake is on stamps. You know, so that anybody can get a phone. Hell, I done seen booths where they just giving phones away. So that ain't shit.
Phones
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah, phone, get you one.
In all over the world.
Yes. So that's knowledge is increased, man.
Right, many should run to and fro.
Mhm.
So over time, knowledge has been picking up,
Yes.
increasing. You know,
Yep.
went from the big block cell phone, you know, to a handheld computer.
Yes.
Watch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
watch.
Damn.
That phone can do more than my PC. I got a PC that came out in what, like, remember when I got that computer at Walmart? That
Mhm.
when was that?
Shit,
Because we
man.
was in
That,
the truth then, huh?
Yeah, that was
yeah,
gotta be
shit.
like
I was still working
12
at
years
Sam's
ago.
when you got
Well,
because
maybe
we
like
used the
11 years,
discount.
maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yep.
That had
That
to be
big
about
ass
6,
computer.
7 years ago when you
That
got
phone do more than that computer.
And on the phones, you can do like how when we seen like on let's use Minority Report,
Mm-hmm.
how they sliding through the screen,
Mm-hmm.
you know. You limited to what you can do on a PC or a laptop as far as like on the smartphone, you can slide and do all kind of what we thought was futuristic stuff that'll never happen. You can
Yeah.
now do it on this phone.
Yep.
You could take it wherever the hell you go.
Yep.
Right.
Downloading all these different apps, you know.
Yep.
Something that the young generations, I've talked to certain of them, they say, man, I don't know what I would do without GPS. Man, it was you had to buy the little GPS, or it'll come in certain luxury cars.
Yeah.
GPS will come built in there,
Yeah.
or you had to buy the little GPS
Yeah.
device to if you wanted that type of technology when it was available.
Right.
Other than that, you had to know how to read a map.
Yeah.
You know how to look up addresses or
Yeah.
just know the roads
Directions.
and freeways and stuff.
Mhm.
Now, everybody got a smartphone
Yeah.
and they just type in the address.
Drop
You don't
your
even gotta
location.
type it in. You can voice
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see.
you just say it.
it pop up.
And you're right, because I remember I used to ride the Metro bus and they used to have the Metro map.
Yeah.
What bus go here, what bus go there, you just read the map, okay, you remember, take it.
Shit, I remember the first car I bought, man. My old man, my father, shit, he had maps in there. So y'all may as well put a damn map in that car, cause you ain't gonna know where you going. Shit, we had every car we had in the yard
Had a map.
had a map in it.
Right.
Shit, and you had to learn how to read the damn map.
If you about to travel out of city or state,
Come.
you would need that map. And I remember my parents at certain times and older people that I had traveled with, they was using the maps.
Yes, sir.
You know, I've used maps.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Now you don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
trying
map.
to get to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, and here you go. It's telling you every
Yep.
step of the way.
Even what's down the road.
Right.
Yeah,
Speed
police
trap
sitting up
ahead.
there.
The roadblock is up.
If you order a
crash.
Lyft or Uber,
Speed trap.
it show you where they at and how far where exactly where
Right.
they at.
Yeah. If you order something online, you can track your package.
Yeah.
You know? So read it one more time. Daniel 12.
Daniel 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Yes.
Yep. So when that knowledge is increased, like we talking about, using these different examples, you know you at the end
At
of
the end.
this thing.
The end is manifest. That's it. Okay? So, hey, the focus is on prophecy, man.
Mhm.
Because that's all that's taking place. You know? Y'all brothers got anything? Okay, so Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Hakodash.
and again, double honors to our elder apostles, our elders at Great Millstone GMS. Peace and blessings to the elect out there. Hey, Stay strong. We almost out of here, man. Until then, we say shalom.
Shalom. Yapa.
Oh, the X.
Yeah.
Yep.